I suppose I want to call this scheme, I think it's an energy upgrade scheme as distinct from a retrofit scheme. So I raised this in the Dáil with the Minister on the 20th of January. My specific raising at that time was that the anomaly whereby someone on the free energy upgrade scheme were only entitled to apply once. It gave rise to an anomaly where someone that might have applied prior to 2018 when double glazing windows were not part of the scheme, once they were introduced in 2018, they couldn't apply a second time. That's now been rectified, and I very much welcome that. And if I could make, so I think that now under the free energy upgrade, which is known as the warmer energy home scheme, people can now come along who would have applied pre-2018 can now come along and apply to get the double glazed windows. That's a huge factor for people, and I welcome the fact that you're looking at increasing the numbers that would get the free energy upgrade scheme, which is the warmer home scheme, I'll call it that, from 400 to 177 in 2021, and you're going to look to doubling the number of upgrades. I think, Minister, it's something that needs to be looked at even more carefully. I think on a number of levels. This particular launch states that looking at houses and upgrading them for energy is a central plank of our climate action plan. I think it satisfies you. Number one, it reduces the cost for the homeowner. And number two, it clearly advances in terms of getting carbon footprint down and meeting our carbon targets. So I just have maybe one suggestion, Minister, that a number of suggestions. One, there's 26-month waiting time on the warmer home scheme, which is a free energy upgrade scheme at the moment. I know we're doubling the numbers that we're going to deal with per month. I would ask that would be looked at again to see can we even expedite it more. That's number one. Number two, Minister, I can't see it, but I think it's hugely important that what's available across all the schemes. So you have the warmer energy home scheme, which is the free upgrade scheme. People have to be in receipt of the fuel allowance and other social welfare payments to qualify for it. Then you have the two schemes. You have the individual, the warmer energy scheme, and then the better energy home scheme, which is a grant scheme for individual houses, and then you have the one-stop shop scheme. The difference in those being the better energy warmer home scheme, the better energy home scheme. That's a scheme where you can apply for the grant. You pick a contractor yourself. You do the work. My understanding, you don't have to necessarily reach a B2 rating on that. With the one-stop shop scheme, which is a more comprehensive scheme, the contract, basically SEI deal with it from cradle to grave. They appoint a contractor and it reaches a B2 rating. So I think what we need to maybe look at, Minister, is to make certain across the free scheme, the warmer, I call it the warmer home scheme, the better energy home scheme, which is the individual scheme, and the one-stop shop scheme, that the same measures are available. And certainly looking at it, they are different, slightly different, not significantly different, but slightly different. It's maybe something to look at. Secondly, Minister, another key point I want to make is,
when the clock is at 6 minutes.
Who am I sharing with?
You're sharing with your colleague.
Oh, sorry, Deputy. Yeah. So how much time do I have?
Deputy McHugh has 6 minutes. Deputy McHugh has 6 minutes.
Okay, no, I'm nearly. Yeah, thanks, Catherine. Minister, a point that I want to make here is that strikes me is that I very much think that 80% of the cost is now going to be made available for attic insulation and the cavity wall insulation. We need to find a way that we can fast track that. And the main reason there is that doesn't place, that's the grant scheme, that doesn't place a huge burden on people. If they're going for more to get to the B2 rating, the costs involved are then going to be up to about 50%. So I'd ask, Minister, that if you could fast-track that scheme, more people could get on the scheme. It could make a significant difference in rising energy prices to people, in reducing the cost of people in terms of their homes, people that would be under financial pressure. So is there a way that you can find a way that maybe create this scheme, ways of fast-tracking that particular element of the scheme, so people can come along, do their costs wouldn't be prohibitive, do their attic insulation, do their cavity walls, and then maybe when financially they feel they can afford it, they can go for the other measures which they're only getting a 50% grant on. And I just think it's very much a practical measure. But overall, Minister, this is a very welcome scheme. It's the question of take-up, delivery, and fundamentally, Minister, we need to look at how we can get the craftsmen to do the work. That's a big challenge, and I know there's a body of work underway. So it's about, for me, the anomalies are now gone out of the free scheme. Hugely important, so people can apply twice. It means everyone now will get access to the double glazed windows, which someone that applied pre-18 would not. That's very, very relevant. That there will be consistency in the measures available across all schemes, be the free scheme and the 2 grant schemes, the one-stop shop scheme and the warmer energy home scheme. The warmer energy scheme rather. And then finally, Minister, that you have the personnel in place to be able to deliver it. I want to see the waiting times, if possible, coming down on the waiting times of the free scheme. And then finally, Minister, I think you need to find a way that you can fast-track the insulation scheme and the cavity wall scheme. I'm not certain whether the skill sets there would be more available than others, and I very much would, and it's something I will follow up on with the Minister. Thank you.